Hi, I'm Doug Johnson, CTO of CyberTrust IT Solutions, and today I'm here with Sophia Jaber, and we're going to talk about managed IT during the coronavirus.
Managed IT and the coronavirus, it's interesting because the coronavirus has affected everyone, and not just on a business level, but on a personal level as well. So when we talk about how the coronavirus affected our industry, I kind of look at it at both lights, because I'm dealing with my team every day and I'm dealing with clients every day. And Doug and I, we have conversations every day to keep track and make sure that our clients are okay and make sure that if they need anything, that we can reach out to them. So it's not only just business. We're asking them, are you okay? So a lot of the challenges that have arisen has been, just being able to have the team, in the best headspace. Sometimes we're distracted, sometimes we have our moments where, we are just going through it because everybody does. And just reinforcing that empathy and just being able to come together and being able to just kind of be strong as a team has given us the ability to overcome that challenge. And then also being that backbone and that strength for the business when the CEO or the C-level executives need that help. It's okay to ask if someone is okay. And we do that because we have that empathy and we know that everyone is going through it. So, that's a challenge, but it's a challenge we've been able to overcome. And we continue to think about it every day because we want to support our clients, and we provide not only this boutique experience, but we know that this is a difficult time and we want to support each other on those levels as well. Some other challenges that has arisen has been being able to, bring the team in scheduled times to go out on site and help, at those locations, when it's during moments that, maybe they wanted to do a full clean of their office. Maybe they have people working from home remotely, so we won't be able to have that face-to-face interaction that we may need to troubleshoot that particular issue. But we found a lot of workarounds around that. So we've been able to provide, plan B and plan C options, and we've been able to have those Zoom calls and meetings. And the challenges as they come, we've been able to problem solve through it. And I think that's what makes our team really effective.
Yeah, we've been very flexible, and we've done what we need to do to maintain communication with our clients. Mm-hmm. And to get the work done.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to have regular schedules where we would send our technicians out to client sites. They would come, Wednesday or Tuesday or Thursday or whatever their day was for their scheduled customer service appointment. Mm-hmm. We've had to kind of pull those back because some clients don't want us coming to our office. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we have to. Mm-hmm. And when we do go out to the office, we have our own protocols that we have in place with, hand sanitizer and mask and gloves. But we have to be aware of what the protocols are on the client side as well. So we're very conscious of that, and we reach out to the client and ask them what they would like us to do and what their protocol is, and then we adhere to that protocol. Mm-hmm. When we go out on site.
And what's cool is that our tool set is actually really nimble as well. So it's not that we're trying to make people fit into what we have that works. We actually take our tool set and we're like, okay, let's make it just as flexible as we are. And it can really be, moved and positioned, and we can change our software and move things around where a lot of companies don't have that flexibility. And we did that more as a proactive measure, not for coronavirus, but for other situations like, California having fires, or maybe there was an issue where we would have to, move an office from one location to another. Our tool sets are just as nimble, and we've been proactive, which has effectively helped us through this.
Yeah, the very nature of our business is that 95% of what we do once a client is set up and onboarded with us, we do the work remotely. Mm-hmm. So, it's allowed us to kind of continue really business as usual. And like you said, extend those tools out to the client. So when people had to leave their offices, their people had to work from home, we could offer the tools that we use to remotely access their computers to them to allow them to work. Mm-hmm. As well. We're often asked, what are the precautions that we're actually recommending to protect us and our clients from the coronavirus?
Yeah, I actually had this question asked to me just the other day, so it's fresh in my mind. And the client specifically asked, what kind of precautions can we take knowing that the equipment is being moved and this particular client actually goes to different offices, so they know that this stuff is constantly moving, and cross-contamination was a challenge. So one of the things that I always tell people, keyboards and mice on a computer is the most heavily used and the least noticed. And a lot of the times now with the coronavirus, they're like, well, we don't want to spray down our keyboards, and I completely agree with that, 100%. So the recommendation that I have is to get 99% alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, and have that bottle available, and just have the ability to have like disposable napkins or a paper towel, and being able to wipe those keyboards depending on how often you are having that person sit there, or if there are other people moving around. It's really good idea to keep a schedule so that you can know when it's being wiped down and how often you need to wipe it down. So that was one of the main points, is 99% alcohol is really helpful, just very basic. You can have a bottle of it, you can have wipes. Another great thing to do is also to wipe down the mouse and keyboard if you can, or the mouse and the monitor. If people sneeze and they're not wearing their mask, you want to be cognizant of that as well. So you definitely want to do those things. But some of the questions that came to me with this client was interesting because they were moving around. They're putting things in their car, they're taking them out. That cross-contamination is something, again, that is a concern. So when you're having devices like mobile devices, your phones, your tablets, one of the good things to keep in mind is you just make sure that you're cleaning that case, or have it in a case or covered, so that if it is moving, you have that one item that you need to clean versus the phone itself or the tablet itself. Cleaning a case is sometimes more, effective or safer than actually putting liquid on a device. So I would say covering your devices is helpful, putting it in a bag, and being able to have that bag, that one bag associated with that device when you're moving around, kind of, I think, helps with cross-contamination.
Yeah, and even from an end user standpoint, if you're an end user that's moving around from office to office and using different keyboards, different mice, different iPads, different devices, it's good to have a packet of alcohol disinfectant wipes with you, and when you go to that new computer, just do a quick wipe down of the surface of the keyboard, or the mouse, for instance, or the iPad, just before you use it. So you can take that responsibility yourself.
Exactly. And some things that are helpful, if you want to wear gloves, it's great to wear gloves, because I've seen that too. Just make sure that wipe that you have, or if you have alcohol, you're cleaning the gloves that you're using as well, because it may not be getting to your hands, which is great. But then if you're touching multiple things with the same gloves, it defeats the purpose of protecting others. So you're protecting yourself. That's wonderful. Clean off those gloves when you're going from place to place. And then from there, you won't have to worry about that cross-contamination. So, more great questions. We get another one. Are there any new cybersecurity issues that occur now that we're in the coronavirus era that we're in at the moment?
So yeah, it's a completely different environment than it was prior to coronavirus. So people are working from home. They're using home computers. Multiple family members are sharing those computers. The kids are doing their homework on it. You're using the computer to work. Your spouse, maybe your significant other, may be using the computer to work as well. And your home environment is not as protected as the corporate environment. So now there's the risk of you're logging on to the corporate environment from your home computer, and you could cross-contaminate, if you will, not only coronavirus, but with other types of computer viruses onto the corporate network. So it's extremely important to understand and try to control that environment. Also, cyber criminals and bad actors are taking advantage of this because people are distracted. They're working on different environments. They're working on different computers. They're working on shared computers. And they're taking advantage of this opportunity to send out more spoofed emails, more phishing emails that are designed to fool you into giving away the password and credentials to your email, because they know you're logging onto your corporate email account from your home computer. So it's extremely important to be hyper aware of what you're doing, who's using that computer, what you're logging into, looking at links that you click on to make sure that they're legitimate. You also probably in a shared computer environment have the situation of going on where the kids are doing their homework and they bring a flash drive in from who knows where, plug it into that computer. It could infect that computer, which then could infect the corporate computer as well.
Oh, there's so many unknowns. So many unknowns. I mean, just imagine you're at home, You're working, you've got the kids screaming in the background, you've got your husband in the other room doing a Zoom call, you've got the dog barking because they wants to go out, and you're supposed to be, answering an email and, finishing up a task. And now you pop open your emails, and with the young lady wanting ice cream and the dog wanting to be fed, you're supposed to read an email and know that it's your particular client and it's not a spoofed email. I mean, it's hard. We're distracted. There's a lot going on. It's just everywhere. Noise. And that noise just really that's what the hackers and the people that Doug is describing, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for those really very ideal moments when you least expect it, and the daughter wants to do homework with you and you just press okay and just walk away because you're like, I can't right now, I can't. So then you just walk away and you go do that homework with that math problem that you have no idea how to solve, and then you have to go back and fix the email that now you just realize, oh my God, that wasn't actually a real email, and you've just opened the door to a possible threat. And those are the unknowns that we think about every day when people are now working from home, and we're like, oh gosh, what are the unknowns, and how can we create a list and help people with that? And we've had both instances. We've had people work from their personal computers, then we had people pick up their work computers and bring them home. So with that said, we have to kind of consider, okay, they're on a corporate computer, which is a little better, but you have that network that is now insecure. You have like you said, the USB ports that are exposed. Maybe the daughter wants to watch YouTube and, she wants to watch Sesame Street and clicks on something and, a pop-up comes up, and, there's so many different variables, and we constantly think about that as their VCIO, and we want to ensure that we can help them with it.
Yeah, it really needs to be thought through. We've had discussions with our clients of, do we take the corporate computers home? So that's one solution, is you take the corporate computer home and we secure the network, their home network, and using a variety of different technologies to be able to create a secure connection to the corporate network. Or in some cases, we've had people who they're remoting into their work computer from their personal computers. We've discussed it with the client, and the client has decided to buy them laptops or to buy them computers to use from home. So they're using company-owned computers, and those computers have our cybersecurity and management tools on them so that they can maintain a secure environment.
Mm-hmm. And that flexibility and being able to come up with those solutions is what makes the VCIO so important. And we were able to give them, hey, option A, option B, this is what we can do for you. Or if we do it this way, we can kind of secure you in this way with these unknowns and these variables that we've thought of ahead of time before it actually happens. And then we were able to provide them what they best felt comfortable with while still staying within the areas of what managed service we offer.
Right.
Coronavirus has affected all of us on a number of different levels. We here at CyberTrust, we understand that. We want to help you with your business, with your tools, with your software, but also we want to help you. We want to make sure that you're okay, and we want to make sure that your business is okay. So contact us. Let us know what we can do to support you.